Hi, it's Pauliana here again from Tangmere Dental Care. I'm actually doing a series of videos in relation to aerosol produced during a dental procedure. I've done a series of other videos. If you haven't seen them, then obviously look at the channel Tangmere Dental Care for those, or obviously if you find this useful, like and subscribe. Now, one of the videos I did earlier showed that the ultrasonic scalers and also the triple syringe really didn't generate any measurable aerosol, and I've actually been very reluctant to reduce my fallow times because I just can't believe that an ultrasonic scaler doesn't generate any aerosol. So I've been racking my brains over this one, and the purpose of today's video is to see whether I can actually get an aerosol. Now, to try and simulate proper scaling of the teeth and cleaning of the teeth, and I'm hoping to get my GBT machine in on this as well. If I don't, I'll do a separate video very shortly. So to replicate the tartar, I'm using some putty here. It's actually modeller's clay on the model, and I've got a pot of natural yoghurt here, and that's obviously going to be, that was the closest thing I could think of something which was like biofilm, and you know, it's teeming with bugs. I know that's not viruses, but it's going to have something measurable in there, and as long as we actually assume that all of the aerosol that we generate is actually potentially contaminated, the purpose of these videos really is to see if we can reduce fallow time. So without further ado, I'm going to plaster this with some yogurt, and we're going to use the particle meter over here to see how much aerosol we can generate, and then if we do, then to see how quickly we can get it to full. Right, okay, so I'm into my PPE now because I don't really want to get any of this sort of in my face either. So we've got the teeth set up into some silicone, and we've got the modeller's clay around it, and we've got this yogurt to represent the biofilm. And I mean, this would be an excessive amount for any hygienist or dentist to be cleaning off. So anyway, without further ado, let's get going. So first, let's try the Piezon, and we're going to be trying to generate a little bit of aerosol here. So I'll see if I can actually show you this over here. So we're generating a nice spray there. Let's get this over by the particle meter and start cleaning. Gonna pause every now and then. I think we would in real life anyway, just so that I don't get wet. Surprisingly difficult to get off this modeller's clay. Of course, the yogurt here going into the spray generated by the Piezon, and that modeller's clay is starting to come away. At the moment, keeping an eye on the actual aerosol readings, and I'm getting this right up close to the particulate meter. And similar to other tests that I've done, I'm just not getting any readings at all. Right, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get this right up close to the particulate meter and see. Really in close. We're maybe getting some slight increased readings here. I'm just going to keep this going because now I'm getting some readings I don't know. I'm just going to clean the floor later. At least I'm not getting wet this time. I'm getting some readings there. Getting in close. Of course, now the yoghurt's gone, it seems to be coming down. There we go, I'm just going to start the timer. Okay, readings are spiking actually now that I've stopped. Interesting. So end of AGP. We have actually got some readings this time. So let's see, this is without any mitigation, and we'll just time how long the baseline is with, as I said, no suction. Really trying to generate an aerosol with something which I think can be something that can be actually taken as a reasonable substitute for biofilm and for tartar in the actual mouth. Right, okay. Well, whilst I was talking there, within a minute we've got readings come back down to normal. So, you know, that actually means that at Piezon, actually, the fallow time here could actually be fairly minimal, especially if you've got other mitigating things in place. I have to say that I really have not been able to get any aerosol at all, even though I've been trying really hard with the Piezon. So obviously let's move on to the next bit of kit. I'm just going to pause because I need to mop the floor. Right, okay, so on to the next test, which is the Cavitron, and I'll just show you that. So we get that nice and close. You can see hopefully that there's lots of aerosol being generated here, and we're going to get this right up close to the particle meter. And see if we can generate any aerosol now. I'm going to largely ignore that the water's going to start leaking out the kidney dish here. I'll just tidy up the floor later. I want this to be an absolute worst case scenario. So I want some aerosol to be generated here. Right. Just got a wet lap. There we go. Running out of yoghurt and modeller's clay that is coming away quite nicely. Little readings there. Let's just pop a little bit more on. Yeah, let's get some more on here. Yummy. Yeah, there we go. Oh, right. Okay, puts you off, doesn't it? So keep going with the Cavitron. See the water spray coming out from the end of that, and we're getting that well in that. There we go. And nice bit of yoghurt up on there. Yeah, getting that really going. So I'm going to ignore the fact that we're getting water dripping away. I'm finally getting some readings after really trying. So there we go. Right, okay, I think that's fairly reasonable. I've got this huge excess. Oh, look at that, lovely stuff. Let's start the timer. So the time's going. I'm paddling in a pool here at the bottom. Got lots of biofilm that got rid of. Let's see how the levels go. Right, okay, again, On the standard, which is to get down to the PM10 particle size down to below 10, we've, oops, sorry, it didn't stop. It's within a minute again anyway. I mean, we're talking about seconds here, and I'm really trying to generate an aerosol from anything that will actually give a reading. Antiseptic in the water didn't seem to work. I've tried 2 or 3 times and the same result. Piezon and Cavitron just don't give any aerosol that hangs around, and it just disappears even without mitigation. So I'd have to say though, we've got to sort of take worst case scenario, and so we come back to normal. We've got to take worst case scenario and imagine that we've got something that might actually have some infected particles in place. But really, with the Cavitron and a Piezon, I'm sort of going to share this with people and see what people think, and maybe we actually don't need too much in the way of fallow time, but we do need PPE to stop that spray or the aerosol coming up and actually infecting the operator. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you found this useful. If you have found it useful and you'd like to see another one, please consider subscribing, or just go to the channel, look what other videos I've done, and then I really do appreciate some feedback here. So if there's anything else that you think that I could do, because what I really want to do is to actually keep us safe. If you've got any ideas, then I'm happy to give it a go and try. So until next time, I'll look forward to any of those comments. I'll see you again soon.